Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Good afternoon and welcome to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. I'm Adam Gore, and I greatly appreciate you all tuning in for this week's show as we continue to look at our fall sports here at Itawamba Community College. And well, we've got a lively bunch coming your way this week as we focus on the volleyball team in this week's Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi ICC Spotlight. Last season, the Indians went 15-19 while facing an insanely tough schedule. They took on 10 teams that were ranked in the nation's top 20, including 3 programs that were ranked in the nation's top 10 in Division I volleyball, ICC being a member of the Division II level in the NJCAA. It was a season that saw a lot of injuries, but something that could probably prove to be a key aspect coming into this season as a lot of players return having seen key minutes from last year. In the first half of the show, we'll talk to head coach Annie McGregor and her newly named assistant coach, Caroline Aldridge, now known as Coach Smith, as she got married over the weekend. So we want to send a lot of love and big congratulations her way on getting married this past weekend. Then in the second half of the show, well, Bree Lyons, Kinsley Woolbright, and McLean Dorr bring the energy, and they bring a lot of it as they look back at last season, expectations for this season, and then they basically took over the interview by asking each other questions by the end of the show. I promise you, you don't want to miss this one. It's going to be a fun time. Before we get to those interviews, we're going to take a break and hear from Renaissance Bank and the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We'll also learn about one of the many programs we offer over at the Belden Center. Back with the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The robotics program at ICC is a program that allows the students to learn about industrial grade robots that are used in local companies and also in companies globally. The robotics program is a 2-year degree, and after the 2 years, typically the students, when they graduate, they'll get a Associate of Science degree in robotic and automated technology. The graduates that we have from ICC with the robotics and automated technology degree go into companies around here that have manufacturing and that have specifically robots in their manufacturing or automated processes. When the student finishes our program, there are certificates available through various robotic manufacturers. The blue robots that we have here are called Yaskawas, and through the Yaskawa company you can get certifications for material handling, certifications for welding, certifications for paint applications, things like that. In our area, we've had an increase in robotic applications added to many of the companies here, so the job market is very good for a robotics technician. They generally start around $20 an hour, which is about $40,000 a year. So it's a really good entrance for a student of any age. So most all of the companies we have here now that manufacture products are using some kind of robot or some kind of automated process. So there's lots of opportunity in our area for good jobs. It's a really fun thing to get into. When you can program a robot and have it do something repetitively and you can walk off and leave it, to me that's gratifying. A robot does not need the air conditioning, it does not need the lights in the room to be turned on and that kind of thing. And it's just fun to work with. To enroll in the Robotics and Automation program at ICC, go to ICC's website, www.iccms.edu, and apply to the college first. Once you apply to the college and you're accepted, then there's an application process for the robotics program.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour, being presented to you by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. As we said, we're spending the next few weeks looking over our athletic programs here at ICC, and we're going to look at volleyball. It's a growing sport in the North Mississippi area. It's growing very fast, and we've got our two coaches here with us at ICC. And ladies, I'll let you introduce yourselves first.
Hello, I'm Annie McGregor. I'm the head coach of the ICC volleyball team.
And I'm Caroline Aldridge, and I'm the assistant coach of the volleyball team.
And I know Caroline is a much welcome addition. This is the first year to have a assistant coach. And Coach, just real quick, just kind of tell us about your background as a volleyball player. And then this is third year at ICC now. So.
Yes. I graduated from Tupelo High School in 2008, and I was a part of the volleyball team there. And then I went on to Mississippi State and started the club team there. And so that was really fun. We played competitively against other colleges, and we really enjoyed that. And after that, I decided to get into teaching. And my high school coach had started a team at Pontotoc High School, and he said, "Hey, why don't you come do this with me?" And I was a little bit hesitant because when I got there, they were in year 2. And so talk about building something from the ground up. But we did, and I was named the head coach my second year there. He moved into administration, and took us a little while, but we played for back-to-back state championships, and we won the state championship in 2021. And then that March, the following March of 2022, I was hired to be the volleyball coach here at ICC.
Absolutely. Coach?
I graduated from Lewisburg High School, and then I was a part of the first year volleyball team at Blue Mountain College, and then reverse transferred to Northwest and was a part of the first year they had a volleyball program. I got injured, so I wasn't able to keep playing, but that's kind of what sparked my coaching experience and career was that injury. And my first year coaching high school, I coached at Pontotoc with Coach Annie, where we won the state championship.
Shout out.
And then I moved back to Lewisburg and coached 2 years there, and we just won the 7A state championship there this past season. And now I'm here by the grace of God.
Common denominator in all of her coaching success?
I don't think I've heard it's championship.
Right. That's kind of why we brought her here.
Nice. All right, let's talk about expectations. I know every expectation is to not win that last or not lose that last game. Sure. You want to have that championship in on a high note. But let's just talk about the preseason right now. What are y'all's expectations to get the girls ready for the season?
We get the great opportunity. Our girls moved in on July 30th, and we play a scrimmage on August 20th. So we have essentially 19 days of preseason. Class doesn't start this year until August 19th. So we have 3 weeks where we can just do all volleyball all the time. And it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but we are working really, really hard to build a product that we as a group are collectively proud of on and off the court. We're really pushing our culture. When I recruited all these girls to be here, I sat them down in my office and I said, I want great people first and good volleyball players second. And that's kind of what we're building off of right now. We're really building our family environment, an environment of trust and safety where you can grow and make mistakes and learn from it. And so we're doing that on and off the court right now, and it's really something that we're really proud of.
I will say this, if you're ever around the girls away from the game, you will understand 100% what Coach is talking about. They are a fun group, high energy, and an old guy like me, I'm just like, okay, here they come. Let's go. We're going to have some fun. So, Coach, let's talk about just making that adjustment now as an assistant coach. Of course, you've coached with Coach Annie before, but what's your mindset coming into this season as an assistant coach to help grow the program?
Well, right now, I've just kind of been on the sidelines, like kind of trying to learn like what their routines are and kind of what they do, so that way I can like adapt better to what they like to do and that kind of thing, and just putting my input where I see that it could work. But I've enjoyed so far just trying to get to know everybody and just getting a little bit more comfortable being around everybody, because the kind of person I am, like, it takes me a little bit to get comfortable. So just trying to learn everybody and get to know everybody and let them get to know me has been kind of my priority right now.
That's not necessarily true. You do have another priority going on right now.
Yeah.
You got a wedding coming up, so that's been a little bit of a distraction as well. So talk about your time here at ICC so far. We like to call ourselves a family, and, hopefully that vibe has caught on with you just a few, a month now into it.
Yeah, it definitely has. I definitely see why everybody says, we're all family and stuff. They actually mean that, and you can see it. I remember coming from my orientation and Coach Annie taking me around and meeting everybody, and I literally went home and told my parents, I was like, everybody there's so nice. I did not meet one person that I was like, they don't seem like, the kind of person I want to be around.
So that's why you didn't bring her by my office.
No.
That's not true. I did come by your office, actually.
You did.
But yeah, literally everybody has been so nice and so welcoming. And, as far as the coaching area, where our offices are and stuff, there's a lot of new people in that area. And so it's been nice kind of being in the same boat as some other people. And we've all kind of been helping each other out and stuff like that. Just get around and all that.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting Let'sGoICC.com. Of course, there's no better experience than supporting your favorite ICC athlete in person. So make your plans to join the rest of the ICC family in Fulton this season. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Now let's just go kind of focus back on the season. So once the preseason's done, you get that first exhibition match in. What's your focus in then once the season gets rolling? Because right now is the hard time. You're
Right.
practicing, you're going hard every day, a lot of high expectations, but you're working through, for lack of better words, working through hell right now to get to the season to enjoy and have fun.
Yes. No, I literally told my husband the other day, I was like, I cannot wait for class to start so that I can get something done. We are really working on supporting our athletes this year and making sure that everybody stays healthy. And so our exhibition games and even our first several non-conference games, we're going to be working on putting the right pieces of the puzzle next to each other, adjusting lineups, adjusting rotations, because we have, in my 3 years, this is the most versatile team we have. And so we're trying to play everybody's strengths together. And it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be a lot of fun to try all of our different combinations. So that's what we're really going to work on the first little bit of the season.
So what can fans expect out of the team this year?
I can promise high energy.
Yes.
I can promise a passionate game, and I can promise that every time you see us, we will be at least 1% better than the last time you saw us.
Absolutely. And Coach, just your thoughts so far, I guess you say, getting to know the girls, their personalities, just talk on that. Talk about the girls as a whole group.
I think that they all, I just love the way they all get along together. All their personalities, they're so similar, but they're all so different at the same time. Like they all bring so many different qualities to the team, and it all just fits together so perfectly. And I don't think, there's just one person that does not fit in with everybody else. They all love each other. They have since day one, it seems like. So I think that they just all get along really good and have really great personalities, especially all together.
And feel free to talk amongst yourselves on this next question. So I always say one of the most unfortunate things about working at a junior college is you only get these kids 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 if we're lucky. So we have a lot of great kids come through that you only get to have just a few moments with. How, as coaches, do you take them as a collective group, playing from different programs, different styles, in that short period of time to have them functioning as a group?
Well, I think that's why this season we've worked so hard on culture, because that's one of the things that I brag about our team is that we do have people from all over the state. It's not just from one area. It's not, there's no real clique coming in because everybody's coming from different places. So that's one of the things that I try to sell about my team. But we've worked so hard to create that culture this year where the girls are supporting each other, encouraging each other, providing feedback, that it's just a safe place to do all that. And so we really work hard off the court. We do classroom time. We're doing a team book study on culture this year, and it naturally has oozed its way onto the court, I feel like, this year.
Yeah, I think so too. And this is the first season that all the girls that have been on the team, she personally recruited herself. So I think that probably through the recruiting process, she's been able to kind of know their personalities. And I think she's just picked really good people that go together really well, and I think it was very intentional.
Absolutely. And again, I promise you folks, if you come watch a match here, you're going to see tons of energy, tons of personality, and you're going to have a good time.
And some dang good volleyball, too.
Yes.
Dang good volleyball.
Yes.
I know I've talked about them as humans, but they're good volleyball players.
Well, let's just talk about that. Just grade where this team is right now, where you can see their ceiling.
Yeah, we bring back a lot of talent. Last year we had a significant amount of injuries, and so we had a lot of our freshmen playing significant time. So we bring back significant experience. We've got Bree Lyons, who was a 6 rotation outside for us, coming back. My starting libero, Kinsley Woolbright from New Hope, is coming back. And we've got Presley Jones as a setter who led the team for us last year. We bring back lots and lots of experience. We also bring in some new talent. We have a reverse transfer from UNA. Lexi Pendleton is coming to us, and she played for her mom at Houston High School in Tennessee, which is a very high-level program. And we've got girls coming from MRA, the Madison, Gluckstadt area of Mississippi. We've got girls coming. We've got 4 girls on the team this year from Florence, Alabama. Yeah. All 4 different high schools, but Florence, Alabama. And we really worked hard to bring in a very versatile group. It's been fun at practice. Mm-hmm. And again, this goes back to kind of the intentional recruiting. We are very well-rounded. We've got 4 setters. We've got 4 middles. And so practices have been incredibly productive and fun because everyone is getting to play in their position.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good reps going on and just a lot of good back and forth play that can happen just because everybody can contribute a lot.
So this year, and Coach, help me make sure I'm understanding this right, we've been a sport. This year is the first year it's been recognized as an official sport by the conference, correct?
Yes, we're official. Yes.
So that means we'll have a conference championship at the end of the year.
We sure will, yes.
And then once that's done, we play the conference champion out of Alabama.
Yes, and the winner of that game will go on to the national tournament. We're hopeful that, so this year we have 6 teams in the conference, and next fall, we'll have 9. And so we've been working with the commissioner. We're hopeful that next year the winner of our state tournament will go on to the national competition.
Awesome. And you'll get a good taste of that because you play a lot of schools from Alabama.
Yes,
so you'll be familiar and be ready to beat them at the end of the year.
That's right. We'll beat them when we need to.
Well, Coach, I'm going to give each of you an opportunity to let the fans, why should they come watch ICC volleyball this year?
Because we have a program that we are proud of on and off the court, and we are going to play high-level, competitive, exciting volleyball.
I think that the people should just come out to experience this group. I think that they're a very special group, and I think that they're going to have a very special year, and I think people are really going to want to be a part of it.
And say there's maybe a parent out there listening or a future Indian out there listening right now. If they want to get noticed or they want to get recruited, how do they get your attention?
Man, the best thing they can do is come to camp. We host several camps in the winter, in the spring, and in the summer on our campus. And so that way I can see how they compare to other players. I can see how they interact with me and Coach Caroline, how they interact with my players. But I also encourage them to send me an email, with film, schedules, anything like that, because especially now that we have 2 volleyball coaches, we can be out at more recruiting events, whereas it was just me before. We can divide and conquer. And so my email is on the website, but it's agmcgregor, McGregor, @iccms.edu. So I take emails every day.
And that website is letsgoicc.com. You can also find the schedule for the Indians this year. If you can't make it to a match, you can watch it on letsgoicctv.com. Any final thoughts?
No, just thank you for all that you've done for our volleyball team. Our media day was a lot of fun,
Yes.
and we're real, thankful to be able to have live broadcasts for the fans who can't get here, and we couldn't do it without your team. So thank you.
Well, Coach, looking forward to an exciting season this year and an exciting group of girls, to say the least. And you'll get to meet 3 of those as we continue the ICC Hour right after this here on Super Talk Mississippi.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on letsgoicctv.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting letsgoicc.com. Of course, there's no better experience than supporting your favorite ICC athlete in person. So make your plans to join the rest of the ICC family in Fulton this season. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. We're focusing on our athletic programs this week, and we're going to bring in volleyball. And I tell you what, folks, I should have been recording the pre-conversation before we started our conversation here, because the trio we've got is quite lively this afternoon. I'll let you all introduce yourself, and Bree, we'll start with you.
My name's Bree Lyons. I'm from Oxford High School. I'm an outside, and I'm going to be a sophomore.
I'm Kinsley Woolbright. I'm from New Hope, Mississippi. I'm a DS Libero, and I'm also going to be a sophomore this year.
My name's McLean Dorr. I'm from Madison, Mississippi. I played at Madison Ridgeland Academy, and I'm going to be a freshman.
All right, so let's talk expectations about the season. You're all here. You're back. I know it's great to be back on campus, even though you're not on summer vacation anymore. But, Kinsley, let's start with you. What's your expectations for the season?
Oh, man, started with me. I'm really excited for this season. Last year was, coming in, my first year, being a college athlete was definitely just a lot to take in. I think anybody can, speak on that and say that. And last year was just, so different compared to this year. This year, I just walked in immediately, so much love, so much joy. Just really, we've been working the past, couple of days and, the weeks leading up to our season of just culture, and I really think that's our expectation this year is just changing our culture, changing what we're about, what we represent, the name on the front of our jersey and just things like that. And so we're obviously hoping to win. That's always the goal with any sports team, right? I mean, we're not going out there to, lose. So that's obviously the goal. But I think really this year, our focus is just to, have fun and, be each other's biggest teammate, be each other's biggest fan. Just, walking away with memories and friendships, we can cherish, for the rest of our lives. And so, yeah, if we win state at the end, that's just icing on the cake. Exactly. But I think this year, really, we're just focusing on, changing that culture, what ICC volleyball, really is about.
Yeah.
Bree?
I mean, she basically said it all, but we've really, been pouring into our culture. I think that's the biggest thing, for us right now. And then volleyball comes after that, because it's just, like she said, it's, a complete 180 from last year's season. Just the team that we have now, we have all the pieces that we need. And on top of that, we're building this amazing culture. So, every time we step on the court, you see it out on the court. Even when we, just started. We're only, 3 days into preseason. And it's, you can see the culture building every single day. It's amazing to see. It's very positive, everything, every time we step on the court.
And McLean, you're kind of on the shoes on the other foot with you. They talked about the difference from this year to last year. Just talk about you as a freshman coming in. What's been the biggest adjustment for you so far?
Yeah, I would say all the freshmen who are coming in, I would think we were all really nervous to see how it was going to be meeting all these new people, a completely new environment than it is from high school, because with high school you could be the best one on the team, but then you're coming into a team with all the same people who are the best ones on their team. So now you're actually having to look around and see all the competition that you have, and it's a game changer, because it tells yourself I need to step up, I need to motivate myself to get better each and every day. And I think I think all the sophomores just welcomed all the freshmen with the open arms. Y'all were really welcoming, inviting, and it was really great to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach obviously has a lot of faith in you as a freshman, just throwing you right into a radio interview here the first week being here. So let's just talk about you two, and then we'll kind of preference back to you here. What was the biggest thing you learned, or I guess you can say the difference between your freshman season to now?
Bree, you want to start?
Honestly, I mean, piggybacking off what we just said, but I would say it goes back to the culture. I think we tried so hard to force a culture last year.
Yes, I was thinking that.
But this year it just comes so naturally. We all just connect and flow together so well. So it feels so much better. It's kind of like a weight lifted off the shoulders. Everybody just meshes so well. We are one unit, and I think it's just completely different. So
yeah. Kind of to piggyback off of that. Last year, it all kind of felt just a going through the motion kind of thing, right? We're at practice, oh, we're going to pass, we're going to set, we're going to hit, because that's just what volleyball is. It was just we were going through the motions. There wasn't a purpose behind it. It was what, why am I here kind of, that's how I felt personally. Why am I here? And so a lot of that has been growing my faith and my relationship with God, and I think that's for me the biggest transition this year for who I am. But I've just found like we had a little session today in the classroom, and like I chose a word of like joy, and I'm just trying like this year to like find joy in all the moments. Like, well, what can I be thankful for today? Like, what can I have joy for today? You know, like what went good about that?
And I
so,
think we've all bought into
Yeah.
that, like helping each other, like
Yes,
stay
McLean.
on our
Yes.
accountability, like making
She has. I literally told her like yesterday at dinner or something. I like said something, and McLean looked at me, and she was like, and I was talking about the previous season. And she was like, no, like this year's gonna be different. Like we have each other, and that was like literally like again a breath of fresh air. Like just knowing that someone's there to like pull you out of that, and not be like, oh, you're right, this year is gonna suck. You know, things like that.
Yeah, that positive energy creates positive energy type stuff. So, absolutely. Okay, so as a freshman, I'll give. What can these sophomores do to help you and the rest of the freshmen, I guess, make that adjustment? Because it is a big jump from high school to this level. A lot of people just don't really realize how big of a jump it is.
I would say just like trusting in one another and support. Just always like keeping each other accountable, making sure like we're all working towards the same goal, and just like I said, like being welcoming, being inviting, being inclusive, being positive, because like y'all are our upperclassmen, like y'all are our role models. Like we're gonna look up to y'all, and how y'all act is probably how it's gonna trickle down onto us. And like I feel if the sophomores are like having positive attitudes, which y'all have been doing a great job, encouraging, cheering, then it encourages us also as in a newer environment to be like, oh, it's okay. It's actually okay to cheer. Like we can actually like be happy, be positive. And I think like if we just keep that energy like all throughout the season, then I don't think we'll ever have like any bad moments.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on letsgoicctv.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting letsgoicc.com. Of course, there's no better experience than supporting your favorite ICC athlete in person. So make your plans to join the rest of the ICC family in Fulton this season. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Let's take it back to day one. Volleyball is a rapidly growing sport throughout the state. Bree, how did you get into volleyball, and when did you first, I guess you say, hey, this is my sport?
It's actually a funny story. I was like at my friend's house, and Oxford Volleyball had just opened their club. So she was like, oh, like I want to go try out for, their new club team. And I had never picked up a volleyball in my life. But it had been in my family. Like my grandma coached it, and like my cousin played volleyball. So I was around it, but I never played it. And so I was at my friend's house, and she was like, oh, I have tryouts today. And I was like, well, I want to go. Let's go to tryouts. So I just went, and it kind of just went from there. I mean, And it's been volleyball ever since. Haven't put it down.
Awesome.
Kind of not a similar story, but my grandmother actually coached at South Lamar in Alabama, like not too far from us. And then I started playing. So actually, my mom was the first. She was the assistant coach at the time when New Hope High School, where I went. She was actually the first assistant coach. She was under the head coach, whatever. And I was in the like 4th grade when that happened. And so like first thing, like, you know, I didn't know what this was, whatever. And we had a foreign exchange student. I forget where she was from, but I remember her name, and her name was Sylvia. And she was, I'm talking like massive guys. Like she like, no, like she was tall. She went on to play D1 volleyball, but like whatever. Wow. She was from, I forget where exactly, but anyways, but she, I remember, was the kindest person. Like, she would, like, pepper with me and, like, pass with me. And I was like, what am I even doing? Like, she actually, like, showed me, and then, like, my mom being the assistant coach, and then my mom eventually got the head coach. I started, like, playing club ball, like, around 4th and 5th grade. I started out as, like, a setter, and then I was an outside all the way around. Wow. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, like, let's be for real. And I actually grew up playing softball too. And a lot of people don't know this, but I actually got offered to do softball and volleyball here at ICC. Yeah. A lot of people don't like know that, but and I turned down softball for just many reasons, but I grew up playing both. And volleyball was, softball I actually started like real young because, you know, it's a popular sport. Right, everybody plays it. You always put your kid in it. Right. And so I actually started with that. And so it actually broke my parents' hearts. I sat them down in high school, and I was like, guys, I don't know if I love softball the way that I love volleyball. And around my senior year, I finally made that decision, like, volleyball was it. And I knew myself personally. I never told anyone. And I was like, volleyball's it. And that's when, like, this path opened for me. And ever since.
Shout out to Sylvie, man.
Yeah.
Sylvia, if you're listening.
You're listening right now.
McLean, how about you?
So, Velocity have been having like little open gyms in my church gym, and I think my dad had like was talking to one of the head coaches who was like, I think my daughters like really love this. I was in like 4th or 5th grade at the time. And I remember just like going out there, and I'd always been like a little like whimsical little kid. Like I was just like, let's go, let's do it, whatever. And so I did, and I ended up like really liking it. And then my dad formed like a rec league team. It was called Rain. Mm-hmm. And we had like just gone around like our own little like made up club and just like playing in tournaments and stuff. And like my love for it really grew as like I got older and I got like more involved. And then I was like, wait, like I'm actually like good at it. Because I was doing like a million other things, soccer, ballet, gymnastics, you name it. But volleyball really stuck out to me. I don't know why. I just like have always loved playing it. I always loved like the energy. I always loved like the fast pace too. Like with every other sport, it's like kind of slower. But volleyball is such like a quick, fast paced game. And so I thought that really like kept me interested in it as well. And then I kind of like had a falling out in high school. My first couple years, like, it was just mentally really exhausting. Then I transferred to MRA my senior year, and all of a sudden, like, I felt like the love for it again. Like, I was playing with my sister. I was playing with all these girls who shared the love that I did, and from then on, it grew. And then when I got an offer from ICC, I was like, this is my chance to, like, finally, like, play past high school. Like, it would be such a great experience, and I've loved it ever since I came here.
Awesome. Now, we talked about it a little bit before. Who all has played each other in high school?
Me and Kinsley have played each other.
Okay.
Ours is a funny story.
Yeah. All right, share it. Let's go ahead.
Okay, no. So, like, my New Hope, we've definitely grown from, like, the ground up. We were talking about this last night, actually. We've grown from, like, the ground up. Like, we used to be, like, a nobody. And my freshman year, we started, like, actually being, like, we're not half bad. Like, we're not half bad. And we were, like, I mean, we didn't have a girl over, like, 5'9". Like, everybody was, like, my height and, like, shorter. So, like, you walk into a gym and it's, like, the Pee Wee team, like, here we go. Oh, my God. And, but that, they really started taking us serious. My 9th grade year, we made it to, like, state for the first time. Final Four, one of the two, I can't really remember. And that's when we were like, okay, wait, like, we're not half bad. Like, people started, in the area, started, like, taking us serious. Yeah, respecting them. So, I think it was, like, it
was, like, junior year.
Junior year or something. No, and so, maybe sophomore.
Maybe.
it was one of those. And so we saw Oxford on the schedule, right? And if you see Oxford, you're like, let's go ahead and wrap this up, like because we're such, we're just like, what the, So they come into our gym and we're just in there and we're like, oh, let's go. Like, can we?
And we're in the back of the locker room.
And my mom,
like, oh, easy.
My mom's the coach, and so I'm like, we're all like, why? Like the night before, we're like in the living room, like, you're the one that did this. And, she was always like, well, to be the best, you got to play the best. And we were like, whatever. So we were honestly just like, let's have, just have fun. Those are the games where you're like, let's work on things and have fun. We go out there, and I'm not joking, y'all. This team is like, y'all are like massive compared to us. They walk in the gym, we're quaking, warming up. We're like, we can't pass. We get to go in. We start digging. We start.
Dude,
I'm not joking.
They were killing
we
us.
Sweep them in 2 sets. We're like going in the third. We ended up blowing it in the 5th, but it was crazy.
But we went to 5.
We went to 5. Like it was a crazy
we were like,
game.
Dude, what is happening? It was.
And then
Bree
Bree tells me, we were talking about it when we got here, and then she actually tells me, she's like, well, actually the next day we had to run because y'all took us to 5. And it was so funny. Trouble. We were like, what?
Yeah, it was.
But
rough.
But I've never played. We never played MRA.
No.
We didn't really play private schools.
MRA played in the Oxford tournament, but I'm pretty sure that's after you graduated.
Yeah, I didn't get to play. But
I don't think so.
Unfortunately.
Wait, did you play Germantown?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I probably did play you when you played Germantown.
Yeah. I did too.
I just remember, oh my gosh, like our senior night, and we had like a girl who tore her ACL. I think Emma was telling us about this.
Yeah, she got this.
And on senior night, she had like a boot, and like y'all were beating us, and you were just like, all right, come on, serve. And she served on her.
Yes, I remember that.
And didn't she not get over the net? So you're like, it's okay, go again.
Yeah, we were like, you got it.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting Let'sGoICC.com. Of course, there's no better experience than supporting your favorite ICC athlete in person. So make your plans to join the rest of the ICC family in Fulton this season. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
All right, so one fun thing that they kind of set up for themselves.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew y'all were not going to like this. They were kind of asking. They were doing a good job interviewing themselves before we came on the air.
like Miss America.
Yeah, so I'm going to allow. Here's the rule: you can ask the question, but you also have to answer the question.
I have one.
So
Chat.
I already have one.
Man.
No, I didn't.
all right, so go ahead.
Okay.
Should it be like? Do we want to make
If
it
you could-
sports?
Oh. Is
No,
it,
no,
like,
no.
silly?
It could be anything you want it to be.
Okay. If you could shoot or like have anything out of your fingers, what would you do?
Spider-Man.
If you could shoot anything out of your fingers.
Right?
Like anything.
I don't know. I don't like heights. Y'all know that.
What are you talking about?
Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man being able to climb and stuff. Like I wouldn't be able to do that. So maybe not Spider-Man. Spider-Man webs.
My obvious answer is going to be money.
Ooh. Wait, I didn't think like
Pennies,
that.
quarters, nickels, dimes, ones, 20s, 50s.
Then Benjamin.
20s for sure. I don't know. That's a good one.
I said like different sauces.
Like
cane
different
sauce,
one for each finger.
Cane sauce, ketchup,
Chick-fil-A
mustard,
sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Ranch.
All the things.
I would if I could get some Chick-fil-A ranch on one of these bad boys. It's over with. No more Coach Amy have. Can I have 5 sauces for one player? That's me. 5 ranches, please, Coach Amy. I don't know. Oh, I like money. I like the money one.
Now that I said the money, the sauce idea.
That's
That's
epic.
a good idea.
Why?
Okay.
Bree?
What would be your superhero power? Like, what would you be?
Fire bending or like water bending
That's like
or like
What?
elemental type.
that's like exotic. Like I don't think I've heard that answer before.
I've always thought about that. Like if I could just like control
Like,
water.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
You're unstoppable, I fear.
But like surfing. I want to surf.
Oh my god.
What superpower is that?
Water bending.
Oh,
And I feel
oh.
like I'm just a really good surfer.
Controls the
What's your
water.
Or just like splash
pushes
people.
the waves down. I surf. What?
I mean,
surf.
natural disasters. Who? Like we would never have them again.
No.
No need to fear. McLean is here.
Insane.
Right.
No more wildfires.
I like
Just wait.
the invisibility or like mind reading.
Oh yeah, mine.
Kinsley, you could not handle being invisible. You'd be like, actually, I'm right here.
Just pop out. Oh, sorry, I couldn't keep it in any longer. I'm here.
Boo, I'm actually right here.
Oh my gosh.
But then mind reading, I'm like, I don't want to know if Bree's like, oh, I hate her.
Right,
Like,
I
I don't want to
wanna know
actually
too
know
much,
that. Yeah, I don't
so-
want to know too much. So it's like, I don't know, but I don't want to fly. Absolutely
I would
not.
take flying.
I would take mine.
Oh,
too.
no.
I
Like,
mean, never
it
having to walk
teleport.
again?
if you believed
Teleport.
in like reincarnation, like if I came back as a bird, I would be so mad. I would be so mad. Like I would. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this one's a fun one. If you could be any age for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Ooh, that's tough.
I would say mid-20s.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
way,
that's what
I
I was
like
thinking.
am still old enough to do things, but like not young enough to where people like are just like, oh, like you're not allowed in here.
Like you're treated
But
like
I'd
a
be
baby.
I'm actually like 24. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish we were actually videoing because the look she just gave you as if you told her she couldn't do something because she wasn't
That
24.
was too real. Too real.
No, Brie told us yesterday about this interview, and she was like, I think it's on camera. And we were literally
both like,
what?
What? Like right after practice would be crazy.
What'd you say your age was, Brie?
Like 20s. I think that's a good
Yeah, I
age.
think so too. I used to say though that like it would be fun. Like I remember like 17, because I'm gonna be 20. That's like crazy this year. I'm the oldest on the team. Did you guys know that?
No, I didn't.
Such a shame.
Yeah, what an oldie. No, but I used to say 17 was the best age because like you were still a kid. Like you didn't have the bigger responsibilities. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like you could get away with things like and not like. And I'm not talking
Oh my God,
like
I could
you
never
could go rob a
retire.
bank and it, you know, you could never
Face
what?
right now is
I could never
Oh,
retire, and
yeah.
I'd always be paying bills.
Ew.
Yeah, that's true
That's
too.
true.
At 24,
All right, so one final question when we wrap this up.
All right.
Why should everybody come watch ICC volleyball this year?
Oh.
oh, I got it.
Because why not?
Because we're going to be the
Because-
loudest team in the state.
Amen.
And we're going to be hyped for games, and nobody's going to have a dull moment, and we're going to be cheering all the time.
Yes.
And it's going to be a fun game to watch. And so you need to come watch.
Yes.
I think a lot of people like watching like that's why we
And
all
we're
play.
pretty.
Yeah, amen.
And we're the prettiest.
And we're
volleyball
pretty.
team. I mean, what can I say?
yeah, but it's just it's a fast paced sport, and so it's like keeps you on your toes. You don't have time to think. It's fun to watch. Like I don't think I've heard anyone that comes to like any volleyball game
Right.
and is like that was boring.
Right.
And it's in the AC.
inside.
And it's
AC.
inside.
Yes, and that's one thing I don't know why it's not working today in my office. Is,
It never works wherever we go.
No,
Yes, yes.
I'm
Wherever we
we're not
go.
joking. Everywhere we've been, the air has been
AC
out.
is
I'm
out.
not
Yeah.
kidding.
We have
Well, then y'all are not welcome at my house. Then. So,
Yeah.
Girls, I appreciate your time, and our audience, you can tell already this is a fun bunch. So
Yes.
visit letsgoicc.com, find the schedule. If you can't make it out, we'll have the game streamed your way on letsgoicctv.com. Any final thoughts?
Follow
Roll Tribe.
Let's Go ICC Volleyball
Yes.
on Instagram.
Yes,
Roll Tribe,
yes.
baby.
Yes.
Roll Tribe. We'll be back with more right after this.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on letsgoicctv.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting letsgoicc.com. Of course, there's no better experience than supporting your favorite ICC athlete in person. So make your plans to join the rest of the ICC family in Fulton this season. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
The Indians picked up a 3-0 win in a scrimmage at Champions Christian College in Arkansas, and then opened the season with a pair of exciting 3-2 wins over Chattanooga State and Calhoun on Alumni Day at the DEC. Now, if you missed those matches, well, it's going to be a little while before they return home. They go on a 13-game road trip before hosting Shawnee on Friday, September the 13th. I do encourage you to visit letsgoicc.com to find their schedule and to keep up with the volleyball team throughout the year. That's going to do it for this week's show. I'd like to thank our guests, Bree Lyons, Kinsley Woolbright, McLean Dorr, Coach Caroline Smith, and Coach Andy McGregor for taking time out of their schedule to join us this afternoon. I also want to thank all of you that tuned in each Tuesday right here on the ICC Hour. I want to invite you to join us right back here on Super Talk Tupelo 101.9 FM as we kick off the start to the football season at Hines Community College with the pregame show starting at 6:30 and kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. there in Raymond. Have a blessed week, and as always, Roll Tribe.
The start of the athletic season at Itawamba Community College is just around the corner, and you can be in the center of all the action. Whether it's football, soccer, or volleyball, you can watch every touchdown, goal, and point this fall on letsgoicctv.com. Keep up with all things ICC athletics by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform and by visiting letsgoicc.com. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.